Hey boys, got a little update or two for you. It's my new favorite wheelbarrow, the 10 cubic yard. And I don't know if the video does it any justice, but the 10 cubic yard wheelbarrow is freaking huge. I get a lot of stuff done with this. Uh, Now I'm kind of going against the rule a little bit, buying tools at Walmart, but I took a chance on an axe in the mall because I have a lot of wood to split. But these fiberglass handles, and I don't know. It'll probably be all right. I've learned my lesson many times by buying cheap tools, but once in a while there's got to be an exception. Hopefully just a little over 20 bucks each. Got to be a fiberglass handle. If I get my hands on anything with a wooden handle, it'll break like same day. So, yeah, I got a new dog. Here he is, Big Mouth, a little boss. Just started stacking some limbs. And here's a tree I dropped this morning before I went out and got my new favorite wheelbarrow. And it's kind of a shame I had to drop this tree. Fortunately, there's a lot like it, but this one is I believe it's a hickory, and it drops all those hickory nuts all the time. And I don't really know what you can do with them, but maybe you can roast them. I'm not sure, but there's a lot more on the property, so it's not a total loss. Of course, part of the house is going right here. This is the second one I dropped. And I was going to make a video about trees and stuff. That should be pretty interesting. Getting back over here, back to the house and the footings. Footings are all dug out nice and clean. There's a step. There's a step on one side. Comes up gradually, so I only make a 1 block step and another 1 block step, which means 8 inches up, another 8 inches up in the concrete. Over here where it inclines a lot more, I just did both steps in one, so that actually comes up 16 inches, so it'll take 2 blocks to come up level. And of course over there got the septic hole. I dig that a little bit for the septic tank whenever I find a couple spare minutes. It's been the way it's going. There's also got to be a little shade because I don't do too well in the sun. But that big wheelbarrow is going to come in real handy, not just for hauling firewood, so I don't have to carry all that stuff, but when the concrete truck comes in about yay, their chutes only go so far, and this has got to reach 32 feet. So the first, maybe third to half of the job, I'm going to have to haul the concrete out of the truck with that big wheelbarrow, and that'll save me time because it's so big. Other than that, if you don't want to do that, then you have to pay for a pump truck, which comes in up and over and reaches further distance than the concrete truck can just bring down in the chute. So the chute's only going to come to about yay or something. I'll take it with the wheelbarrow, and then once I get to a certain point filled up with the wheelbarrow, then the chute will be able to reach, and they can just pour it directly in from the truck to make it go a lot faster. Speaking of Walmart tools, I bought that Remington Outlaw, it's called, with a 20-inch bar, and I thought, just get me through what I have to get done here on the prop. Boy, was I wrong. I burnt that thing up like nobody's business in record time. So I went out and learned my lesson again, and I got a real saw. Got a Husqvarna 450. It's got plenty of power. It's got a 20-inch bar, which is like minimum if you're going to take down any kind of, maybe not giant redwood, but you know, a decent sized tree. You got to have at least a 20-inch bar. And this is the 450. I think they call this the Husqvarna Rancher. But But anyway, it's a real saw. Learned my lesson again on that one. Every once in a while, I got to remind myself, don't buy cheap tools. So, I'm in good shape now. Got my saw. Got the world's greatest wheelbarrow. I got a lot of firewood for next year. And plus, I'm going to take a little bit of these logs. I'm sealing them up just for a while to keep them from checking, and I'm just gonna store them here for a little bit until I start getting squared away, and then when I have a little spare time, I'm gonna try and cut some timber out of some, and maybe a little bit I can get a couple chainsaw carvings out of it, which is a little hobby that I haven't done for years, and I'd like to do a little bit of that again on the weekends or something. So I just sealed up the ends with primer, and it helps to keep the cracking on the ends. Helps keep it from drying out too fast. But I'm definitely not going to do any carving with that saw. It's too heavy. That big 450, it's a pretty good size saw. And something a little lighter would be probably better to carve with. I was always a steel guy back when I was cutting a lot, but Husqvarna definitely makes a good saw. So, I guess that's it for now. Till next time, the doggies will be in the shade. It's going to be a hot one today, right, dogs? Oh, 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 oh.